Most of us don't have crazy, eye-watering amounts of money in our accounts, like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, or Elon Musk. In fact, most of us probably fall within the ranges of average net worth. But what are the averages for net worth in the US based on age bracket? And does it really matter? Well, it's nice to know where you stand, and it's essential to be aware of the money you have access to in your accounts for budgeting purposes. But those numbers don't make up your net worth. They don't take into account other important factors such as liquid assets and liabilities, like unpaid debts. Understanding your net worth is a great way to measure how well you are really doing. And it's fun to see how you measure up against everybody else in the US who are in your age group. Welcome to Epic State, your home for money, mindset, and motivation. So what is net worth? It's a term that gets thrown around a lot, but what does it actually mean? Simply put, net worth is the value of your assets minus your liabilities. In other words, it's what you own minus what you owe. Your assets could include your home, your savings account, and investments. Your liabilities could include your mortgage, your credit card debt, and any other loans you may have, including student debt. Calculating your net worth can give you a good snapshot of your financial health. If your net worth is positive, it means you have more assets than liabilities, and you're in good financial shape. If your net worth is negative, it means that you have more liabilities than assets and may need to take some steps to improve your financial situation. No matter what your net worth is, it's important to keep track of it so you can see how it changes over time. As you pay down debt and save more money, you should see your net worth increase. So let's break down the average net worth by age groups. The first thing that's worth mentioning is that there are huge fluctuations in numbers between studies and data. So we'll be looking at the median, or middle range, of numbers, which is the most accurate. Based on the data from 2019 to 20, the average net worth, rounded up to the nearest thousand, by age in America is as follows. $14,000 for those under 35, $92,000 for those aged 35 to 44, $169,000 for those aged 45 to 54, $213,000 for those aged 55 to 64, and $267,000 for those aged 65 and up. That means that if you're over the age of 65, your net worth is approximately 19 times more than someone who's under the age of 35. Of course, these averages don't take into account factors like inflation or the cost of living in different parts of the country. But even so, it's clear that America is a nation of vast wealth and disparities, which we'll get into more in just a moment. Those over the age of 75, for obvious reasons, saw a decline in net worth. The interesting thing is a huge difference when you take the average net worth versus the median net worth. The average net worth numbers are over 4 times higher than the median. That means outliers, very wealthy people, are massively affecting the average numbers, which just goes to show the size of wealth gap that exists in the US between the very rich and everyone else. The question is, how can we personally close the gap? The best way you can improve things for yourself and your family would be to invest in your financial education from a young age. This will never be taught in schools or colleges in the US or most other countries. Few of us as adults understand how money and basic economics truly work. We just make money and spend money. So by teaching yourself and your children, you'll automatically gain an advantage over others. The next thing would be to start investing in assets that grow your wealth. You want to make your money, however small, work for you. Last of all, be patient with yourself, and understand that it takes time to get ahead. The gaps in ages show this, but if you focus on growing your wealth and knowledge, then chances are by the time you hit the next age bracket, you'll be above the average level. With that said, we've come to the end of today's video. If you found value in it, then hit the like button, and make sure to subscribe for more money, mindset, and motivation. Until next time.